YouTubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Uncharted Waters 2 with me, BlueAnkylo, and Catalina the Pirate, although her name is Red Anilo, of course. So, last live stream, this is a new day for recording purposes, and last episode, we got into a bit of a funk, trying to find a way to kill off or make quit a couple specific characters. So if all you saw was the last episode, we've already got rid of one, and we're at a save state. We did a fair bit off camera just to test it out. So I'll basically show you what we did. We're right before a storm, and whoever's on the second ship is, like, it's a smaller ship than our flagship, so it sinks immediately. Unfortunately, Patrick never dies. And we did test out, I'm just re-showing this. We showed this on stream, but not on recordings yet. Basically, we can put anybody else on this ship, unless they're a plot character. Like Emilio and Andreas are both plot characters. They will always survive. But pretty much anyone else, if you assign them, and then go into the storm, the Doom was wrecked, and now they're gone. They're dead. So the problem is, for whatever reason, and my assumption here is that Patrick Tomon has some sort of invulnerability flag, same as the way your story characters would have. He's got the flag to not die set on him, and we can't get rid of him. I tested everything. There's no way to get rid of this guy. We tried out so many different tricks, and yeah, I found a reliable way to kill anybody that's not a plot character except for Patrick. So this was making me really mad. It is Spooktober stream, so it's a haunted. He's probably a ghost, actually. He's a ghost pirate. He's one of those Pirates of the Caribbean, right? So I got frustrated, and then I ended the stream, and then over the last couple days I did some more testing. One thing I was gonna try, just for interest's sake, you can one way that you might have been able to get rid of him is if he voluntarily, if you're leaving a port, there's a chance with low loyalty that they will leave. So for instance, if their loyalty is low, they'll say, hey, pay me more or I'll quit as you're leaving. But that only works at low loyalty, and everybody's at 100 out of 100 loyalty right now, and apparently there's almost no way to bring it down once it's maxed out. I tried a couple different tricks off camera where there's kind of a bug in the game. It's kind of hard to explain, but like, basically, you only need food on one ship, and everybody else will eat from it. But if you have low rations, and you are essentially losing morale because you're not eating enough food, the bug is, I looked this up, that every captain that's got low rations, if they don't have food on their ship, and they're taking food from a different ship, their morale is locked, and only the morale goes down on the ship that has the food that the starving crew are, wait, this guy can't be killed. Yeah, sorry about that. He's invincible. I don't know why. Patrick's a jerk. But yeah, so anyway, the idea is, you could try to focus the morale penalty to one character by letting them have all the food, and then 10 ships, and they don't have any food on their ships, so those captains aren't starving by the bug. It's kind of weird. So anyway, that was the bug. It didn't work either. I couldn't drop his morale down. Like, once it's at 100, I think it's pretty much impossible to drop it. So, other than the bug and the fact that Patrick was invincible, I have a different save state from how much further in time are we? Hopefully not too much further. 23 May 16. Oh, it's just one more day in the future. Perfect. I was hoping I didn't have to do too much off camera. So now on this save state, you might notice that there's no Patrick. And you might be like, Blue, you just said it's impossible to kill this guy. How could you ever get rid of him? Well, for those of you that are curious, I actually can't really show this on screen so easily. I'm just going to load it up. If you're playing on an emulator, what you need is to insert a cheat code to delete him from your list. There is a command that will let you add or remove any character to your current roster. You can find it fairly easy if you want to Google through it. It's like 7E416, and then the slot number, and then a hex code to get rid of them. So FF on the cheat code deletes, And then if you know the ID number of someone you want to recruit, if you knew that like ID number 32 was a certain character, you could add a specific person in. I'm not going to do stuff like that. But essentially, there is a way to put any character you want in every slot on your roster here. So by essentially deleting him from the game, well, I don't actually know if he's deleted from the game, but he's at least deleted from my crew. So we use the powers of hex editing, essentially, and now he's gone. Which is all I ever wanted. I just want my good navigators. Like, if you haven't noticed, like, Emilio, he's pretty bad. 60 seamanship, the little anchor there. So he's bad at navigating. George Eggle, pirate, really good, so I love him. Like, high, props to that guy. Andreas Palace, this is another flot character. He is the friggin' worst. Like, maybe he's good in combat, but he's so slow on the open seas, so he's bad. But I've been recruiting, like, pretty good characters below them. So, like, this Fitch guy, 91 on his speed stat. Anthony Morgan, besides having an amazing name, 96 on his speed. We got Cesaro. One thing that I would like to do is get all the pirates in the game into our fleet. It's going to take some work, but I'd like to recruit more pirates, and then eventually, like, perhaps only have pirates on our fleet as we're playing as a pirate. Which means eventually we'd want to get rid of Antoine and Anthony. But for now, they're good enough to hold on to, I think. Anyway, so that's all done. So with that said, where are we going? I totally forget what our actual plot was at this point. I think we were just gonna go do some pirating, basically. And I think that's how we'll open today's stream. We probably need a little bit more money anyway, so let's have a quick look. I could probably pick up Celestial Navigation at some point. Maybe even Cartography. No, Intuition's gotta get higher. The plot is to pillage everyone, yeah. So we've got 410,000 gold, which is pretty good, and lots of fame. But I want to get that fame stat over 40,000, so that won't take too long. And maybe we can talk about, like, building some new ships once we have a little bit more money. Because so far we've really just been doing solo battles, which is kind of not the whole... Like, I'd like to show off proper cannon battles at some point, which we need a better fleet for. We also have, in case we forgot, pretty much the best armor and weapons in the game. There is a weapon that's a bit better, but this stuff's pretty awesome. I had a look at the mechanics. There's a mechanics guide on Game FAQs. Technically, there are weapons with slightly better stats than this, but it's still pretty awesome. And I believe this is technically the best armor in the game. So, we're pretty good. And we have, kind of forgot to show this off. From our plundering, we actually got some cool ruby rings. I probably got this China dress from somebody we killed. We got a lovely ermine coat. I don't even want to sell these. I just want to hold on to all of our treasure. And we have a jade jewel box. Oh yeah, I held on to one of these. I should probably buy a couple more bombs. And then ruby scepter, pretty awesome. Alright. Improper cannon battles. Yeah, look at there. Okay. But before we leave, one little trick that I also learned about is we ended up saving the game after lowering our crew morale. Like, we had them starving to death, doing all kinds of tricks. And unfortunately, the game kind of remembers that, and there's sort of like a health status for your crew, which is complicated. It's actually more complicated than I expected. The only way to really clear it is to go down to 0 crew. We have to kick everybody off the ship. Now we've got 0% sailing, and I'm just going to sleep at night just to make sure the game really clicks in. Because otherwise, everyone would keep starving to death. And I did test this out. Even if I have enough food, and we fully stock, we recruit new crew and everything, they just die. They die like flies, basically. Also, hello, Harry. So, by going back to 0 and restocking with fresh crew, we should be okay. A lot of the game is more complicated than expected, yeah. I wish... It's got a couple of features that are definitely missing, like firing mates. But it is like... the guys at Koei, when they made this game, they obviously had some pretty big plans. Explorer Blue, we're actually Pirate Blue this time. Exploring Blue was the first playthrough. We're on to pirating times. So if you stick around, we will be able to see some actual ship-to-ship combat. Why is the warrior from Final Fantasy a pirate? That I don't know. Alright. That's enough crew for now. We just need to get back into... we're in West Africa right now. We just need to manage to sail back to the Mediterranean. We'll be able to recruit crew quicker up there. And that's where all the plunder is. Oh, it's all good, Harry. These will get uploaded to YouTube at some point. We can sail for 65 days because we've only got 45 crew. So, on the agenda for today, after we build up our crew again, we're going to get to 400 crew, and then we'll do some pirating. For instance, if we had a crew right now, we might have been able to attack this guy. You know, a Dutch battle fleet of pirates. That would have been a nice little fight. But we can't really... We would die, so we have to stay away from them. What's the next game going to be? Oh, boy. I don't know. I might... Like, we've done sort of 2 of the playthroughs for this game. I don't know if I'm going to do another one right away. Like, we might need to take a little bit of break from Uncharted Waters. So, once we're done with Catalina, we might move on to something else for a while. I wouldn't mind doing Joe's or Otto's playthrough at some point, but I'm getting a little bit burned out on this game. Just the amount of time we wasted last stream trying to kill off Patrick was kind of crazy. Man, sailing into the Mediterranean is really slow. I don't know what's going on here. Hey, Doc. Thank you. So, Willow on the NES. Yeah, everything on the NES is spooky. I might just do like a Final Fantasy 1 randomizer. It's been a long time. I feel like I kind of owe the live stream one of those. And I mean, it's an easy pickup game just to sort of one-off in a couple hours. Okay, so this port, Palma, am I going to do all 6? Oh no, if in case I'm not clear, I'm probably not going to do a Let's Play for all 6 characters. Ernst and Pietro are almost identical. Ernst is really boring, and then doing Ali's is like just only trade, so I don't know. We'll see. Maybe like over time, just not all together at the same streams. If I do all 6, they'll be broken up with other games. Anyway, we'll start speeding this up a bit. We have to recruit back up to 400 to get our battle up. Actually, I forgot, did he, You should always make sure your rations are at 100% if you haven't streamed in a couple days. Let's see. So we're in our neutral port of Palma. We could invest some more into the economy to make it a little bit bigger, which I think we'll do. Because we're gonna do some robbing here. We're gonna make a whole bunch of money, and it's definitely nice to have a home port that's kind of a large size. Ernst is boring. Joe is the main story. Otto, just more combat. Like, I don't want to do Otto right after Catalina, because it's kind of the same thing. And Ali is, like, easy. It's just trading, so it's just a little repetitive. Like, I'm not sure how interesting of a recording it will make. Like, our first Pietro, we did a lot of trading and a lot of exploring. We explored the whole world, and we did quite a lot of trading. For Catalina, I'm trying to focus on the pirating, the combat. And then, for the next one, I'm not sure how to mix it up. Like, that's, like, most of the game done. Joe for the main story, I suppose, would be okay. I was hoping we could do, like, a Japan-centered playthrough, but all of the quests, like the ranks and the story, it's all in Europe, so... Like, I was thinking if you could just stay in Japan, build only Japanese ships, invest in the ports over there, and sort of work your way up, either via pirate... Probably not by pirating, to be honest, because, there's not a lot of fleets over there. But, it'd be kind of interesting to try to, like, find good trade routes that don't include Europe. I thought that'd be kind of a neat twist. Ernst cannot do that at all. I don't think Joe can either. Some captains have Japan completely blocked off, so they can't even see them until, like, the end of the game. Anyway, one more day of recruitment, and then we can go combat. Ernst is your favorite because it's not very story-heavy? Yeah, I mean, you can also just finish the game with your starting ship via navigating, so it's fine, but it's almost the same as what we did for Pietro. It's not that much different. There's a... what's it called? There's a Gaiden version of this game somewhere, and it has some new characters and changes. I'm not sure if that's what you're referring to, though. have to actually hire my dudes. Alright. Fully crewed. There we go. Ready for combat. We want an intense and spooky stream of Pong. I was going to say Pac-Man. Pac-Man has ghosts. Alright, so now that we've recruited our full max crew, we assign, I think I said 15% if I remember correctly. And then we just put everyone else on combat. Yeah, 60 is the minimum navigating size for a Venetian galleass, although we actually have high enough skill we could go a little bit lower than that, but this is fine. Alright. Got a friend who played both characters in Gaiden, so can confirm, yeah. Well, then that's all I had. I had no idea. I just knew that there was some changes for Gaiden. If it's not in there, then it's got to be like a ROM hack. Alright, supplies. And time for actual combat. Now that we've got 400 crew, also hello Faith, we can't really sail very far, so it's very important to put saves down. So what do we got? We got a Dutch merchant fleet. We're not really fighting the Dutch, so I'll probably ignore them. We got a Dutch battle fleet that's not actually Dutch. I think we'll go fight the Inlayas. Ah, he got away. What a jerk. Alright. Come on, give me something good. Spanish. Well, we can definitely attack the Spanish. It's actually pirates. And a Turkish merchant fleet, so we'll leave them alone. Well, turns out everyone's a pirate, right? Which of these fleets is more valuable? Because I'm going to capture a lot of ships. So this has got 2 galleons and a bunch of carracks. Does the Ankylass ever watch your streams? She generally listens. My voice puts her to sleep. The BlueAnkylo. So, the Spanish fleet, they both have 2 galleons and 8 carracks, so they're about the same either way. Well, it doesn't really matter who we attack then. We'll go for Ulgu, because his name sounds dumb. Loyal to piracy. Level 28. The 3rd game has some Chinese translations. I've never tried it. I've only played Uncharted Waters 1 and 2. Turks are all pirates no matter what the game says. Except for that one time when you play as Ellie. Alright, so here we go. Combat. All we gotta do is kill the capital ship. I don't really want to do duels though. So Catalina is pretty good at combat. I mean, our ship, I probably should have repaired our ship to be fair, because we were in a storm. But we'll do that after this. Red number is your hull strength, white number is your crew strength, in case you're wondering. I actually kind of gonna do this a little bit oddly, because the enemy flagship is at, because he's at 80 crew, if I attack him, he'll go down to 30, and then he'll try to flee. If I don't attack him, he'll have 80. He'll think he can attack me, and then I'll be able to capture on my turn next time. It didn't work. He tried to sail away anyway. Nice try, self. Alright. I got too clever. I should have just attacked him. I feel like usually they don't run away at 80 crew, but my bad. This guy is just a chicken, clearly. Oh, he's actually using his ships to, like, kind of protect him a little bit there. It's no match for our amazing rowing skills, though. One day I might have to try Uncharted Waters 3. Land exploration. I don't know about... I dueled him! Why did I duel him? I was reading chat and I just clicked attack. Ah, this is the worst. This happens way too often. Well, we got a really lucky start, so that was good. Flamberge sounds like a striking weapon to me, so we'll try to block, I guess. Oh, I can't believe I dueled right when I could have just killed him. Well, that was the wrong one. Well, you better hope we get some lucky hits, because I'm just gonna basically fast forward through it and pick the big numbers. Because I hate this game so much. This part is just the worst. Well, it's not looking great. Rock, paper, scissors, right? Oh, suddenly we're in the lead. Come on, kill him. We actually won. We went down to like 10% health, and then we got a couple luck. Alright. So now I didn't even need to kill all the crew, right? Stupid tools. Well, we got 11,000 gold, another ruby scepter, and we got 2. And a bunch of enemy ships. I also need like 1 more crew member, apparently, because we can't even take a full fleet. Anyway, we'll do a thing we always do. Make a bunch of money off of capturing enemy vessels. No point getting attached to these ships, because I don't really want them. Alright, that's all the ships. We really don't even really need to worry about the food and water, but I like to bring over 1 ship's worth of water and 1 ship's worth of food, just to make sure we can get back to port. And that's that. 1 combat done. But we gotta very quickly reassign some crew members so we can actually move. This is one of the things that's nice about having a large crew capacity on your main ship. Galleons, they take... Is it 60 on galleons? I thought it was like 45. There we go. So you can see, I always have 1 captain that's garbage and slows my whole fleet down. It just drives me... It just makes me so angry, these guys that are just terrible. Like, most of my secondary mates won't slow the fleet down if I give them enough crew to actually manage their ship. You know, you can see the speeds on these things are all pretty good, right? But then there's these 2 ships. It just makes me... I'm just annoyed. I wish they didn't prioritize Emilio and Andreas, because they're clearly no good. Well, okay, never mind. In this situation, I need some more crew. But they're just terrible, so... Anyway, we're gonna sail back really slowly now. Yeah, I did manage to get rid of them, Faith. I had to use some Pro Action Replay code to delete him. It was the only way, because Patrick Taman is invincible, but he could not survive the hex editing. All right, let's speed through this part again, because now we're just reassigning crew back to the flagship. No point lollygagging here. I could probably delete those 2 characters via cheating. I could actually get rid of Emilio and Andreas, but it might wreck the plot, so I don't want to risk stuff like that. Seeing as we know how to delete people now. If you could hex edit the real world, yeah. There'd be out of bounds. There'd be a array out of bounds error in like the first 5 seconds. No ill side effects? Nah. All I did was deleted him from slot 3. Because it's Patrick Taman, he doesn't matter. He was just a random guy we recruited. It's totally fine. I won't be deleting the actual plot characters. That would be risky. So anyway, we sell our ships. We make way more money selling ships than we do anything else. I kind of feel like I want to get to about 1 million gold, and then we want to start building new ships, kind of thing. It's kind of my plan. At some point, we will have to decide what kind of ships we want to build, I suppose. It's perfectly fine to kill garbage employees. That's, yeah. Can't argue with that. Don't suppose I can learn a skill. Not intuitive enough. I think you need, yeah, 75. Not like it really matters. I'm just, you know, I like having all the skills. He will come back to haunt my ship. It's possible. Oh, there's one trick I want to do, too. I want to raise my luck. Yeah, I learned how to raise my luck while I was off camera. So I'm going to show you that my luck is right now. We'll get to evening. Check out the fortune teller. If you look at your life, 50 gold. Your future doesn't look very bright. Be careful and watch out for accidents. So our luck is really bad right now. I can fix that, though. The process to fix your luck is actually pretty easy if you know the gimmick. What about our actual career? What do we need to do? I actually don't know where we're supposed to be going right now. Like, Our overall quest is to defeat the Francos, but I'm actually not sure what's actually going on right now. Like, I've been just sinking enemy ships for so long and trying to kill Patrick that I forgot what our actual story objective was. I don't think I have a job or anything. We probably just need to go, like, explore some ports. Like, go to Lisbon, go somewhere else. Anyway, I want to sink at least, like, one more fleet. Portuguese merchant fleet, it's not that valuable. Well, we're not really at war with the Dutch, so... Oh, you got away. Well, on the other hand, if we can defeat... I think we've tried this before and failed. But maybe the spirit of Patrick will lead us to victory against the Italian battle fleet Chiaradin. This is a terrible idea. I think we tried this last stream and it didn't work. But we're gonna try it again. You know, he is level 32 in combat, right? It's pretty good. Alright. This is the big boy. He might be the highest level pirate in the game. I'm not sure. Pretty high, anyway. Forgot the real objective after trying to kill Patrick. Yeah, that needs to be a fact. Alright, the good news is we're close to the enemy flagship. The bad news is he'll probably challenge me to a duel. We do outnumber them. Oh, he didn't challenge me. Or maybe my crew protected me. Problem is, all of his allies are killing my men. Oh, we're down to 100. We're dead already. Wow. We have no choice but to duel. Do you think we can win this one? Maybe. We'll at least watch this because it's gonna be close. We got a good start. Come on, Lash. She just saves come the duel. I mean, yeah. But that's the only way we could win, and that feels kind of cheaty. Look at these terrible cards. They give me, like, all ones right at the beginning. Man, if we don't dodge, we're dead. So, yeah, we're going to lose so much life there. I'm pretty sure they always give you one of each attack, but the values are randomized on what strength you get. Well, the hex editing cheating wasn't, wow, we died in like 2 turns. That was pretty bad. I'm not gonna save scum the combat like that. I'll only save scum the combat if I have no other choice. We didn't need to attack that fleet. That was just a greedy Ankylo maneuver. He's just, I don't really like the duel system. Let's just be honest. All right, here we go. Fresh meat. How about we have a poll? But yeah, I don't think the hex editing was really a cheat. I was just trying to do something that the game should have, it's a mechanic the game should have had. The ability to fire a crew member. That's in every other pirate game you've ever played, right? Cesaro Caliente. We're at war with Spain. I mean, war, but you know what I mean. The duel system, yeah, I just don't like rock, paper, scissors. It's not a good game mechanic. It does take into effect your character's stats and weapons and stuff, but in the end, it's mostly determined by rock, paper, scissors. Press F to save scum. Alright, we're coming for you, merchants. Is he just gonna try to escape? Come on, you can't escape from me. Our ship is pretty quick, I guess. It looks like at least some of the chat wants me to save scum a kill on whatever that. Dang it! I can't even look away from the screen. All right, here you go. I'll save scum this one. It's so dumb. I don't even need to save scum. What are you talking about? I just won it in one fight, one shot. I guess Red Anilo is actually pretty tough. It's just that pirate is overpoweredly strong. That was just a random merchant that got killed in one hit, so it's pretty good. Alright, let's steal some carracks. We might actually get some trade goods this time. because they're actually merchants and not pirates. Alright. Oh, look, we got some grain. It's food, but probably worth less than food, actually. The only way I'd really be happy with save scumming the duel system right now is if I got into a no-win scenario where I had to, basically. Like, if we got forced into, like, a plot duel and it was a game over if you lose, which sometimes might happen, at that point, I'd feel okay with it, but that hasn't happened yet. Alright, so we're gonna transfer some crew around. No, we're not. We're just gonna assign better captains, like Soldad and Huxley. Much better. Look at that. Our speed went from a 6 speed to a 10. It's better than nothing. Every fight is plot, yeah. Come on, get into port, you little... The wind must have been blowing south. Couldn't get north. Alright, of course it's allied with Turkey. Ugh. You're gonna lock me out. We have grain to sell. We could get robbed. I probably should have saved it, because they could have stole 3/4 of our gold for no reason. Oh man, I would level up pretty good if I killed that guy. That's a good point, Robert. Alright, we're gonna waste our money here to steal the port. That's why the bank is lovely. Well, yeah, but it's also a pain in the neck. There we go. We got all this valuable grain. We got like $5 for it. As always, I've never had a situation where I got more money for trade goods than the ships themselves. 20 grand in ship. 20 grand in ship. Oh, I actually forgot. One thing I was supposed to do first. Oh, actually, no, I didn't have to. Never mind. We had 400 crew on our capital ship. Because I just dueled and won that last one so fast. Alright. There is a trick I should do with... If we can find a port that has a bank in it, though, there is something I want to do. And I keep forgetting to repair this thing, so yeah, there you go. Okay. Is there a bank in Syracuse? Probably no. They generally only have banks in the larger ports. Doesn't look like it. Okay. So I do actually want to show something off. Optimally, we need a port that has a bank and a fortune teller. No, a bank and a round earth society. That's what I'm looking for. What are my plans with Miss Red Anilo? For the moment, it's make a little bit of money. And then after that, recruit some more pirates and build a pirate fleet of combat ships. And at some point, figure out what our story is, because there is a story somewhere. Okay, this one's got a bank. And... cartographer. Ah, it's got a rounder. Okay, this is perfect. Okay. So you can store up to 1 million gold in the bank. Pretty good. We're not going to store 1 million, though. We're going to store... Well, we don't have 1 million anyway, to be honest. But we're going to keep... Let's see, how much do I want to donate here? I think 10,000 gold would be more than enough. So we're going to stock everything except 10,000 gold. For those of you that are familiar with the game, you might know what little trick I'm going to do. Now we're going to go to this Round Earth Society. This used to be churches in the original game, but now it's just Round Earth. So you can study here, but studying doesn't do you anything. You need to donate money to these guys. And depending on how much you donate, as a percentage of your current funds, you gain luck. The maximum luck you can gain is by donating over 50% of your total money. There you go, 50%. But I don't believe it counts what's in the bank, if I understand correctly. And there's nothing stopping you from just doing this over and over again. So basically, for the cost of... I don't know, how much should I spend? 10,000 gold? We should be able to max our luck out. Let's go to 1,800, it's fine. Anyway, we did test out a minute ago that my luck was really bad. So this should be interesting, seeing my luck go from really bad to perfect. We've probably already hit the cap already. It doesn't actually take that long. But I'll do it all the way down. Every penny to the place. There you go. Alright, now we've got to find a fortune teller. Can you attack settlements? No. You can plunder natives. You get a little bit of food, but you lose stats permanently. So now we withdraw all of the other money. So you could always just give away half your money to get the luck, but the bank seems to be the way around that. So this port doesn't have a fortune teller, so we have to find a fortune teller to actually see. I believe our luck is changed, but it is a hidden stat, so we'll have to go find a fortune teller to prove it. Ali can only use mosques and not churches? Oh, that's interesting. Little fact I didn't know. Why is everything allied with Turkey again? Man, you blink, and then all of the Mediterranean gets allied with Turkey. Well, you can't... Genoa can't be allied with Turkey. They're too Italian. Ah, yeah, here we go. So, fortune teller. I think this was the town I did it in last time I tested it. Because it's got the bank, it's got the Round Earth Society, and it's got the fortune teller all together. So this is where you can easily test out your luck gains. +1 for Genoa. Alright, remember last time they said you'd have terrible time of things? You have a great fortune! Have more self-confidence. Now, I'm not actually sure if that's perfect or not. But it's way better than what it used to be, so you have a good fortune. Good enough. Alright. Luck, I don't even know exactly what luck does, but I figured there's a fairly easy way to change it, so there you go. Also, the ghost ship event, where you run into a ghost ship, actually lowers your luck permanently. So, there's lots of little hidden details for those secret bad events. They do lots of weird things to you that the game doesn't really tell you about. Alright, let's go a little bit more plundering. Make Istanbul Constantinople. Yeah, that'd be good. Italian battle fleet Colombo. Well, I'm trying not to make enemies with everyone in the world, so we'll leave the Italians alone. But how about this little juicy fleet? Oh, look, a Turkish merchant fleet. That actually isn't a merchant fleet. Well, we were just talking about how much we didn't like the Turks. There we go. That should be close enough. We might have enough money after this to just move on with our actual progression. I was hoping to get closer to 1 million, but I think we make like 100,000, around 100,000 per full fleet we capture. Was 20,000 to 30,000 a ship. We could probably make more than that. Alright. So he's got 180. Now he's got 130. Yeah, we'll win this one easy. No duels. Nobody actually likes duels. It's just so much faster to not do duels. Like, oh look, we win. No duels needed. Alright. Good old June 9th, 1523. Another 11,000 gold. An aquamarine tiara. I do like that we get all these cool treasures. Alright, we captured a bunch of ships. You know the drill. Enjoy the fast forward music. Imagine doing this with no fast forward. Oh look, we got some cheese! Well, that makes it all worthwhile. 700 cheese. Why did the Turkish pirates have not like 700 cheese? They must really like it. Shouldn't have underestimated you, pal. Oh yeah, like I will admit that for first-time players playing it with no fast forward, it's got a nice kind of aesthetic, but man, does it take forever. Like, for the purposes of the Let's Play, like, I need a way to speed this up, or else we'll never finish anything. Like, even just waiting for the menus to load sometimes. That's manageable. 6 ships that are, or 3 ships that are slow, but whatever. Each piece of cheese is a craft single. Gross. How come I never take the lumber? I don't think you can sell it, so you just have to throw it away. It would save you a little bit of money in repairs, but not very much. And I'd rather have space for food, basically. Lumber is, like, there's 2 types of lumber. There's lumber to repair your hull, and there's, like, timber that you can sell as a trade good. They're not the same. Most fleets have repair lumber only. Go on a crusade. We can go to Alexandria. Alright, we are selling all the cheese for 20,000 gold. And then all the extra cheese for another 10,000 or so. There you go. You made some money off of cheese. We want to appoint. No. What am I trying to do? Move crew around again. We need 400 for our flagship. And we get rid of everybody else. We sell the ships. Way too late in the campaign. 1523? The Crusades were... Remember the Crusades? I guess they were earlier than that, probably. I don't know. I'm not really, like, a historian or anything. Anyway, let's pick up some... Oh, actually, we're selling the ships for less because selling the cheese lowered the market rate a little bit. Normally, you get 30,000 per galleon and 20,000 per carrack. So we lost out on some money by using all that cheese. Playing on the virtual console. I think, you know, when they release these kind of games on the virtual consoles, they really should include, like, an automatic frame speed up in the game, basically. I think that'd be really smart. 1096 to 1291 for the Crusades. All right. Well, okay then. Conquistadors. We could go be a conquistador, right? We're Spanish. You'd be so pissed if someone tried to pawn 700 craft signals. Yeah. The whole town just revolted against us for selling them all the craft singles. That we stole from a pirate that probably stole from someone else. Are you the new kid in town? Want some information? No. Oh, that's not the... This is actually not the building I wanted to go into. Although, this might give us something to do. Ah, there's so many pirates around here. It's really hurting business. Tell you what, I'll pay you to get rid of 1 pirate in 1 month. And we'll get 10,000 bonus gold. Alright, guys, we have an actual quest. We've just been randomly fighting pirates, but now... Now we have a quest to kill pirates. That's way better. The Turks are weakened without their craft signals. What was I gonna say? So we're level 16 combat. We've got 660,000 gold. We're pretty pirate famous. 45,000 is pretty high. It's kind of ridiculous. What are we gonna do? This port is getting built up, so theoretically we can build fancy ships here. It's probably a terrible place to build ships. Let's see. What kind of ships could we build if we wanted? Nothing. We've unlocked no good ships. It's unfortunate. We could just make a fleet of Venetian galleasses, but they're not really like cannon-style ships. They're really more boarding ships. Kind of boring. All right, we gotta go find a pirate. That's the thing for now. We got a quest. We got a month to find a pirate. We'll talk about a new. We'll make our own quest after that. But I don't think we've ever done a job for the guild, so this is something to do. Of course, we've only got a month, so there needs to actually be some pirates. Are you a pirate? He might be a pirate. I don't think he's a pirate. Alogi Giovanni. Just a very strong battle fleet. Well, that's no fun. I don't want to attack only a battle fleet that's not a pirate. That would have been a pretty tough fight, too. Well, the thing, Robert, is I'm trying not to get every single country mad at me. I need to have somewhere that I can still dock. So right now, Spain, Portugal, and Turkey hate me. And at least England, Italy, and Holland are mostly okay with me. He had oars, must be a pirate. You've never seen that guy out in the... Well, I mean, it's because we deleted Patrick Tomon, probably. We've totally changed the game. Well, we could attack the merchant fleet, but I need to find a pirate fleet so I can finish my quest. So I'm going to hold off on merchant fleets. Come on, seriously? This guy. Oh, it's this guy again. Yeah, but we can't win this fight. It's impossible. We've tried like 3 or 4 times. That guy's too strong. You can win it. I don't think I can. Uh-oh. We've got another problem. BlueAnkylo's not feeding his crew. We're spending a lot of money on food here. Come on, I need some actual pirates. Is this gonna be the same guy? It's gonna be the same guy. I can't fight Kyre. This guy's way too strong. If we had a full fleet and good captains, we might be able to win. Where's all the pirates now? Other than the impossible pirate. I believe in you. I mean, I have tried a couple times. Oh, who's this? Who's this? Spanish battle fleet Hugo Montoya. He's not a pirate. We're getting all the giant galleass fleets. Another boring merchant fleet. I think all these giant battle fleets, like, want to fight me. Because I'm so infamous and Spain really hates me. He's like, go kill the player. Okay, one of these has to be a pirate fleet. Louis... Oh, actually, Italy is. Definitely is. In fact, I think we've sunk this guy like 2 or 3 times already, right? We'll be fine. Alright, here we go. Save. Actually, facing the wrong direction. Catch up. There we go. Okay. A little bit closer. Iden Leas. Time to die. Again. I'm sure we've sunk this guy before. Your days of terrorizing the seas are numbered. One day, when we get a large pirate fleet, they'll just surrender to us, like the merchants. But I don't think the pirates ever surrender. I think what I want to do here... I just want to be, like, beside him, so if he tries to run, I can... Like, if I face one more down and left from here, and he goes to the right, I can't catch up with him. But this way, no matter what direction he goes, I should be able to follow him easily. No duels. No duels! See, look at that. He's turning around like a little punk. Fun fact, you don't want them to surrender. Yeah, I know. They just give you their goods or something, right? You can not accept their surrender, though. Uh-oh, we're actually losing here. We're taking too many losses from the allied galleass attacking us. Come on! Win! Now they're fleeing. Now they're fleeing! He knows his number's up. We can do this with no duels. We are losing, like, all of our crew, though. Look at him run away. What a coward. This is probably the closest in terms of total crew we've ever had. There you go. Still had 100 to spare. Alright. Victory! So 11,000 gold, a silk scarf to go with our amazing Chinese dress, and our ermine coat. 4 enemy ships. Some of them got away, I think. But these things are worth a ton of money. This is great. One of the perks of sinking pirate ships, or pirate fleets with galleasses, is they're worth a lot of money. And I could just use them to add to my own fleet, although it's not really what I want to do exactly. Yeah, this kind of lumber is not worth anything, and then gunpowder I don't even need. Shouldn't have underestimated you, pal. Ugh. Should bring his head back to the port. That's one less pirate in these seas. All right, we're gonna be pretty low on crew here. Do I want Japanese ships? I don't actually know what I want. I don't really have a good plan, to be honest. Alright, that's enough to get back to port. I just wanted something different. You know, we've been using this Venetian galleass basically since we started off as Catalina. And I want something with guns to show off before we get to the end. Man, that's a lot of... That would be worth so much money. If we could capture that entire fleet, that would be so much value. Japanese would be a decent change. I mean, we could try. We need a lot of money if we want to make a Japanese fleet. And a lot of time. Like, it's a very long-term investment. Getting to Japan, not that bad. Investing them up to the point if you can buying techs, and then waiting for them to get built, that's very slow. We probably don't really have enough money other than, like, 1 or 2. What am I trying to do here? We don't have any trade goods. We just want to transfer crew and sell. So we have to recruit some new crew. We actually had a lot of deaths there. Full rigged with max cannons. Full rigged, those are the English only ones, I think. At least it's closer than Japan. We could start building them and continue pirating while they're being built. A little bit easier. I think full rigged are British only? I forget. There's one that's like Dutch only and one that's like British only. Alright, how much do we get for selling these brand new ships? We just found these things. Yeah, we just found a few ships just out at sea and yep, they're just used ships we're gonna sell. Oh, 30,000 gold. It's only the same amount as a galleon. What a ripoff. Anyway. We still managed 150,000 gold off of that. So how are we doing for cash? 790,000 gold. Full rigged or painful, more powerful, but no rowing. Let's, for those, oh, we're max piracy too, 50 grand. We're at the most infamous we'll ever get. That's pretty sweet. Oh, also, before I'm gonna end the episode for the future tubers here, but first, we have to turn in our pirate quest. We get a little bit of extra gold for the sinking of a pirate. Wow, you really showed those pirates. I don't have to worry about them anymore. Here's your reward. 10,000 gold? Sure. That probably would have given us some more fame too, but we're already maxed out on fame. Alright, future tubers, we're going to end the episode here. I'm going to start planning out something for the next episode, because right now we're just kind of goofing around, having some fun. We're going to either go on a trip to recruit some new mates, which I would like to have some more pirate mates, and we'd have to travel, I think, to East Africa or the Caribbean to try to find some more. I can't remember where all the pirates are, but I think those were the areas. Or we're going to try to build a ship or two. I don't want to spend too much more time on the pirate campaign, but I feel like we do need to show off some cannon battles before we get to the end. So I want to make some ships that are good at cannon fighting, and we'll figure that one out. So we'll do the prep work off camera, and when we come back next episode, we'll have a plan, hopefully. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.